The example for that is Marinala is obliged to deliver a Samsung phone to Joyce. Thereafter, Marinela wants Joyce to accept an iPhone, a more expensive phone. Joyce declined it. Can Joyce be compelled to accept the iPhone? The answer is no. That's all. Thank you.
Article 1245. Dation in payment, whereby property is alienated to the creditor in satisfaction of a debt in money, shall be governed by the law of sales. There is a dation in payment when property is alienated to the creditor in satisfaction of a debt in money. Indeed, pursuant to Article 1232 of the Civil Code, an obligation is extinguished by payment or performance. There is payment when there is delivery of money or performance of an obligation. Article 1245 of the Code provides for a special mode of payment called dation in payment. There is dation in payment when property is alienated to the creditor in satisfaction of a debt in money. Here, the debtor delivers and transmits to the creditor the former's ownership over a thing as an accepted equivalent of the payment or performance of an outstanding debt. Article 1245 provides that the law on sales shall apply, since the undertaker really partakes in one sense of the nature of sales, that is, the creditor is really buying the thing or property of the debtor. The payment for which is to be charged against the debtor's obligation. Dation in payment extinguishes the obligation to the extent of the value of the thing delivered, either as agreed upon by the parties or as may be proved, unless the parties by agreement, express or implied, or by their silence, consider the thing as equivalent to the obligation, in which case the obligation is totally extinguished.
According to Article 1246, when the obligation consists in the delivery of an indeterminate or generic thing, whose quality and circumstances have not been stated, the creditor cannot demand a thing of superior quality, neither can the debtor deliver a thing of inferior quality. The purpose of the obligation and other circumstances shall be taken into consideration. For example, Eliza obliged herself to deliver to Mika a second-hand car with a 2019 model. In this case, Eliza must not deliver a 2017 model. Also, Mika cannot demand a 2021 model. It means that Eliza should deliver the model of car not exceed to which Mika is demanded. Likewise, Mika can demand for an advanced model of car and should be accordingly to their agreement. In simple terms, kung ano nga model kang car ang ginapangayo, amo lang ang itugro kag hindi gan mag-demand kang high or low quality kung ang bagay di specific or pakaraniwan lang.
Article 1247 states that, unless it is otherwise stipulated, the extrajudicial expenses required by the payment shall be for the account of the debtor. With regard to judicial costs, the rules of court shall govern. If the parties have made a stipulation as to who will bear the expenses, then their stipulation shall be followed. For extrajudicial expenses of payment are for the account of the debtor, because it is her responsibility to fulfill her obligation. And under the rules of court, losing party generally pays for judicial cost. This is my example. Krista is the owner of the apartment, entered into a lease agreement with Marceli for the amount of 5,000 to be paid every third of the month. However, Marceli failed to make the payment for 4 months. Despite oral demands,